And internal and external rotation plus squats. We want to have the band sitting just below our kneecaps, should be pretty comfortable. You're going to get into a squat position, feet just outside of shoulder width. Break the band apart. You're going to drop one knee in at a time, break the band apart. Stay all on one side, then switch sides, same thing, and then we'll go right into a squat, keeping that outward tension. Banded leg lowers. We're going to go ahead and start with both legs up. You want to try to straighten out both of them at the top. From here, you're going to exhale, lightly tap your heel on the ground, and pop back up. You should notice that the foot that's moving is the one that doesn't have the band around it. Keep your core nice and forward and reverse walks with a mini band. You want the band just around your ankles, above your shoe. From here, we want to sit in a nice athletic position, butt back, knees slightly bent. You're going to drive that foot out at an angle. The back leg follows through. Back to forward and right back out. So I'm walking at a 45-degree angle with each leg. When it's time to reverse, we'll do the same thing, but backwards. And your foot swoops in and right back out. We're going to start in a 6-point position on the ground. Both hands on the ground, knees and feet all in contact with the ground. What we're going to do here is you're going to take your right elbow, you're going to touch it to your left knee, extend out so your body's in a nice flat straight line, and then tuck back in, touch, right back out. So what's opposites? We'll work left elbow to right knee and hit both sides. Deep squat ankle mobility. So what we're going to do here is we're going to kind of hit multiple points on this exercise. What we want to do is sit in a nice deep squat. You can rest your elbows right on your knees, okay? Just hanging out in this bottom position. From here, keeping your feet flat on the ground, you're going to drive one knee at a time. So I'm going to start with my left knee, press it forward. You should feel that stretch through your calf, maybe into your Achilles a little bit. Press forward, leaving your foot flat on the ground, rock back. Sit here, drive your elbows into your knees, open up your hips, nice and comfortable, and then switch legs. Drive that right knee forward, keeping my foot flat on the ground. Adductor rocks for our groin. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with one knee down and the other leg straight out. Notice how my foot on this straight leg is laying flat on the ground. Don't let it roll onto the inseam of your shoe. Keep it nice and flat. We're gonna put our hands down onto the ground. From here, if you wanna take that bent leg and pop it out just a little bit to give you a little extra stretch, you can. But from here, we're gonna go ahead and keep that left leg straight, driving your butt to the back wall and pop back up. You should feel that stretch through your groin on the straight leg. To show you from the side, just driving, pushing your butt to the back wall and back up. Spider-Man's. Starting in a push-up position, bring your left foot up to your left hand, take a straight arm, open up for the ceiling, back down on the ground, kick back, and then we switch sides. Every rep, try to let your hips sink in. We're gonna use this for pelvic control. Okay, I want you in a 6-point position, hands, knees, and feet are on the ground. From here, I want you to take your low back, let it sink in. You can see that rounding in my low back. From here, you're gonna imagine like you're wearing a belt buckle. Okay, you're gonna pull your belt buckle and belly button together, flattening out your low back. Sink in, flatten out. This is gonna teach you how to properly brace your core and keep your back nice and flat. The reverse lunge to hamstring. Go ahead, reverse lunge, reaching your arms up over your head, and then you're gonna straighten out that front leg, pop your toe off the ground, reaching down, touching the turf, and back up. Alternate legs. Quad stretch. Pulling your foot to your butt, give a lean forward. You should feel that extra stretch in your quad. Pop up, take a step, switch legs. First single leg deadlift, walking backwards. You're gonna have a slight bend in your leg that's on the ground. You're gonna reach your heel back, fingertips forward, feel that stretch through your hamstring. Pop up, under control, step back, switch legs. Lateral lunge, face sideways. You're gonna lunge out, pop up. Lunge back, pop up, reach down the middle, and step it out to gain some ground. When you're doing this, make sure that your lunge, you're sitting your butt back, your chest is over your knee, and you're trying to get your thigh down to parallel leg kicks. Our goal here is to be powerful on our snap back, but not punch the floor. Okay, so we're gonna kick up with a nice straight leg, snap back under control, take a step, kick, and straight leg skip. On this one, you wanna have the same idea that you had with the straight leg kick. We're gonna kick up, snap back, and gain ground with each step as we skip on that leg that's down. Try to keep your arms pumping in opposite cadence with your legs. Gain ground with the leg that's like top. Trying to pull your toe up to your shin with each step. All we're gonna do is be quick off the ground, hopping all the way down. A skip. The intention of this skip is not to be like a gym class frolic through the flowers, okay? Anybody can skip nice and slow. I want you to move explosive. Drive that leg up, punch down. Okay, as soon as that other leg hits the ground, you should be exploding the opposite leg up, keeping cadence and ease. We should be ensuring that our knee drives up so that our leg is parallel to the ground. Stay explosive with this and stay under control. Your upper body should stay nice and straight, not flying all over the place. We're here. Staying on the balls of your feet, moving kicks. A lot of times you'll see butt kicks here. We don't sprint that way, so we're not gonna warm up that way. You're gonna do the same thing as your high knee, driving up here, but at the same time, we kick. Here we go. One foot goes in front, and then it drops behind. The whole time, try to let your hips swivel. So you wanna really let that rotation happen along your hips.